So yes, this is a 3-week training course. And you guys, you have to attend all 3 diamond training courses and do all the call to actions. And then what you'll do is you'll message me, or Facebook message me, and then I'll put you into a push to 1-star group. That is where the magic happens. That is where like all the collaboration, where you'll meet with different coaches all over the Northeast region. So you're going to have different uplines and different downlines, just different groups. So you guys, this is where we come together. We train on a specific topic, and then we collaborate. So everyone shares what's working for them, what's not working for them. We share best practices, tips, and just kind of like, it's an awesome like support group. It's almost like a challenge group, you know? So you've got support. You've got people in the trenches with you, and so they're all going through the same things that you're going through, and so it's awesome to come together and just like have that sense of community and that bonding. And so that's where the real magic happens, because you guys, these kind of trainings, they're just all just me talking. And I'm like, that's not fun. And so, yeah, so you want to be involved in those masterminds, those Star Diamond masterminds. So as soon as you do all the call to actions from this and do those 3-week trainings, then you're good to go. So you're golden. So you guys, with that being said, new diamond training number 1 is all about leadership is about vision. All right. So leadership is about vision. I always say, like, you have to know where you're going in order to get there. All right. So in order to get there, you have to know.
But I'm like really excited about this call.
Oops. There we go. So yes, you guys, leadership is about, I'm going to mute everybody as they come on. Hopefully it'll mute them as they come on. Okay, perfect. So yes, you guys, leadership is about vision. You have to have a vision in order to know where you're going. All right. So I love the story about Alice in Wonderland. When she's out and she's walking down the road, and all she comes to a fork in the road, and she can go right or she can go left, and Chester Cat is there. And she says, well, which way should I go? Should I go right or should I go left? And he's like, well, where are you going? And she says, well, I don't know. He says, it doesn't matter if you go right or if you go left, because if you don't know where you're going, it doesn't matter which way you take. And so you guys, you have to know where you're going. So who, by show of hands, who here has a vision board? Awesome. Okay, Gretchen, I'm going to unmute you. Will you tell us about your vision board?
Yes, absolutely. So my vision and where I'm going with this has evolved since day one. My first vision was I just wanted to get the discount. And then by the end of that night of signing on as a coach, I had already sold 3 challenge packs. And so it changed like immediately. So fast forward to today, my husband and I are building a house without a mortgage. So that is like number 1. As far as financially, there you go. 15 years in education. I now work in corrections. So my vision is to definitely help people. I'm a natural born helper of people. And I try with my team, that's their number 1 thing. They say, I just want to help people. Well, it has to be bigger than that. So ultimately my vision is definitely to help as many people as possible, because I love it when they come back to me. I just had a gentleman hit the 3-digit mark. He just lost one of my original challengers, who's a coach of mine, lost over 100 pounds. He just ran his Tough Mudder yesterday. That's what it's all about for me. I love that. However, personally, I want to go on vacations with my babies. I want to see them grow. My son has muscular dystrophy. I want to show him that your body is not everything, but you got to take care of it. And he's doing the best that he can with that. So, it's definitely the family, definitely the vacations, definitely this house that I want to do it stress-free. I want my husband I want to retire him so that he can do this. That is his labor of love, and this is mine.
I love it. Oh my gosh. And muscular dystrophy runs in my family. So that's close to my heart. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, you guys, you heard it. Oh my heavens, you guys, and your vision, just like Gretchen said, her vision has changed. Your vision will change. And so you guys, your first call to action assignment is to create a vision board if you haven't already. If you already have one done, then awesome. But if you haven't done and it's totally outdated, I want you to do a new one. All right? So you guys, it can be anything. It can be your health goals, your financial goals, your family goals, your business goals, your Beachbody goals, whatever you want, whatever vision you have, financial, personal, health, wealth, whatever. I want you to create a vision board. And that's going to show you where you want to go. Okay? That'll show you where you want to go. Now, there are two different types of goals. There are result-oriented goals, and that's going to be your vision board. Like your vision, your result-oriented goals are, the results are, I want to not have a mortgage on this house. I want to be able to take my family on vacation. I want to be 5-star diamond elite. I want to, lose 20 pounds. I want to, whatever it is. Those are your result-oriented goals. Because I want you to give me a list of action-oriented goals for how you're going to achieve those result-oriented goals. So for example, if you have a result-oriented goal of, I want to lose 20 pounds, then your action-oriented goals are, all right, my action-oriented goals are, I'm going to exercise every single day. I'm going to cut out soda and all sorts of pops and sodas and just all sorts of drinks and just drink water. I'm going to cut out all fast food. Get in my fruits and my vegetables and my lean proteins and my whole grains. Those are your those are your action-oriented goals that are going to get you to the result. So you guys, I want you to give me that vision board with all those goals, all those results you want, and then I want you to give me the actions of how you're going to get there. If you want to be 5-star diamond elite, all right, I want to be 5-star diamond elite. My action-oriented goals are, I'm going to do my power hour every single day. I'm going to reach out and connect with 10 people every single day. I'm going to connect with 10. I'm going to follow up with 10. I'm going to invite 5. And I'm going to message 10. Whatever it is. Those are your actions you're going to take in order to get that result-oriented goal. Because everyone can have a vision, you guys, but you are going to get, your results are going to be aligned with what you put into it. And it is so true. Everyone always says, Lacey, I want to be 5-star diamond, or I want to be 10-star diamond, or I want to be 15-star diamond. I'm like, all right. I always say, are you committed to that goal, or are you just interested in that goal? Because when you're committed to that goal, you are going to do whatever it takes to reach that goal. If you're only interested in it, then you're going to do it when it's convenient, which means you're never going to do it. So you guys, I'm like, are you committed to being 5-star diamond elite? Are you committed, or are you just interested in it? It sounds like a great thing, So, are you committed or interested? Committed versus interested is so different, you guys. It's so different. So that's your first call to action is, I want you to create that vision board with your result-oriented goals that are on there, and then give me that list of actions that you're going to take in order to reach those. All right? And you guys, I want you to post them in the group. So I'm going to, after we hang up, I will put the call to action number 1 in the comments underneath that. Just post your vision boards there. All right? Okay, the next thing I want to talk to you about is, let me share my screen, is this right here. All right, you guys, so this is the 2016 Elite Goal Guide. All right? Okay, so I'm sure you guys have heard the term elite. Elite, elite, elite. You guys know that is something that, oh my gosh, I want to be an elite coach. Okay, you guys, what happened, the reason why we created this Elite Goal Guide is we looked at all the top coaches who were all advancing in the rank, who were all growing their teams, their volume was growing, their team was growing. They were just being very, very, very successful. And we're like, what in the world do all these coaches have in common that they're all doing? And this is how we created the Elite Goal Guide. All right? This is how we created it. Is we looked at all those top coaches, and we're like, this is what they're doing. Okay, you guys, so there are elite coaches and there are premier coaches. So in order to be elite, you have to be at least a 5-star diamond coach or higher. At least a 5-star diamond. In order to be premier, you only have to be 2-star. Only at least 2-star. In order to be elite, you have to earn a total of 135 elite points. But there are minimum and maximums from the categories. There's 3 different categories you can earn points from, and you have to have minimums and maximums from the different categories. With Premier, you only have to have a total of 135 points. All right? They can be all your points from one category. You can have them evenly spread out. It doesn't matter. You just have to have 135 points total. You have to advance a minimum of 2 personally sponsored diamonds. All right? So every year, in order to be elite, you have to be at least 5-star or higher and advance at least 2 personally sponsored diamonds or higher and earn a total of 135 points from these different categories where there's minimum and maximums. We'll go over that in just a minute. In order to be premier, you have to be at least a 2-star diamond. You have to advance at least 2 personally sponsored diamonds. And then you have to have a total of 135 elite points. They can come from whatever category. So guys, this is how you earn those elite points. So category number 1 is Success Club. I always tell coaches, in order to be on track to hit elite, try to help at least 4 of your personally sponsored coaches from last year or this year hit Success Club. Every single month, hitting Success Club for you guys is non-negotiable. Like, just make that a given. Like, I'm hitting Success Club no matter what. That's non-negotiable. All right. Every single time your coaches hit it. So, say for example, 4 of your coaches hit it in January, and you hit it, you get to double those points. So 4 times 2 is 8. Say for example, 0 of your coaches hit it, but you still hit it. 0 times 2 is still 0. All right? So you get to double those points only if you hit it also, and only if your coaches hit it. All right? So you guys, in order to be on track, try to help at least 4 coaches. I say try to help at least 4 coaches per month hit Success Club. All right? Try to help at least 4 coaches. And that's, you guys know it's helping 3 people change their life. Like, that's all it is helping 3 people. And you guys, just like Carl said on his surge call a couple months back, he goes, there are 450,000 of us. He's like, there are 226 million overweight people in the United States. He's like, why are we not reaching these people? He's like, all of these people are searching for a solution to their problem. He's like, we have that solution. So you guys, there are so many people that need our help, so that need us to find them. So I might just help 3 people per month, and you got the Success Club in the bag. All right, category number 2 is your personally sponsored coach's personal volume. So your PSPV. All right, so your personally sponsored coaches from just this year. So only this year, just this year, their volume. So I tell coaches, try to bring on at least 3 coaches per month. All right, they can be discount coaches, regular coaches, whatever. Any kind of volume from that person counts towards PSPV. All right, so discount coaches and coaches. For every 500 PV, you get 1 elite point. So I tell coaches, I'm like, say for example, you bring in 3 coaches in January, and that totals 500 PV. You get 1 elite point. Now, say for example, if you bring in 5 coaches in January, and that PSPV totals 700, you get 1 point for the first 500, and that extra 200 rolls over. So you never ever lose it, you guys. It's just a rolling total. And you guys, I always say January, February, March, April, May, June, like those beginning months are so crucial, because a coach you bring in January, they will help you every single month with that PV. So the same coach in January will help you in February, in March, in April, in May. Their PV every single month helps you towards that 500. So seriously, guys, a coach in January can help you all 12 months, which is awesome. This is another reason why, like, we set them up on Home Direct. So like every single month, they're getting that Shakeology Home Direct, and every single month you're getting that PV again. So it counts towards those points. So every 500, 1 elite point. All right. The last category is your advancement team volume. That's your ATV. So as I say, it's like this. It's volume from your coaches, from your coaches' coaches, and then from your coaches' coaches' coaches. So I say, think of it like this. It's volume from your coaches who are your kids, their coaches who are your grandkids, and then their coaches who are your great-grandkids. It's only volume 3 levels deep. Only 3 levels deep, you guys. That's it. For every 10,000 incremental ATV, I know that sounds like a huge number, but it's not at all. For every 10,000 in incremental ATV, you get 1 elite point. I always tell coaches, you guys, if you don't know anything about this category, it does not matter. If you focus on category number 1 and number 2, number 3 just happens. But I always like to tell people what this is about, just so they know. And you guys, the ATV, you have to meet your volume from last year. So say, for example, you became a coach last year. And you entered your ATV, you entered your year with 40,000 ATV. So last year you ended the year with 40,000 ATV. This year you got 200,000 ATV. So you guys, you have to meet that 40,000 and then the elite points kick in. So up to 40,000, you have 160 left. So 160,000 divided by 10,000 is 16 points. So you have to meet your ATV from last year, and then every 10,000 above that, that's where those ATV points kick in. All right? But you guys, I'm going to stop sharing right now. But, oh, no, before I stop sharing, you guys, your second call to action is I want you to print off. This is in the group, in the file section. I want to print this off, and I want you to track it. So I want you to track every single month how many coaches you're helping hit Success Club. All right? Every single month, I want you to track how many coaches you're helping hit Success Club, because then you're going to be able to know where you're at in your points. Jessica Bauer-Nelson did the most amazing national wake-up call on tracking. And you guys, she said, like, what you track goes whack. What you track, you can impact. If you can track it, you can, like, impact it. And so you guys, tracking is so huge, like so huge. It tells you where you are. It tells you, like, if you're behind your goal, if you're ahead of your goal, like where you want to be. I want you to track your PSPV, so how many coaches you're bringing in per month and how much of their personal volume. All right, so that's your second call to action, you guys, is to print this out. All right, I'm going to stop sharing. Okay, guys, any questions with the elite goal? You guys will see that. Like I said, category number 1 and number 2, that's all you have to focus on. I say, all right, coaches, I say, if nothing else, I'm like, when you hear of elite, all you need to think of is number 1, I have to hit Success Club every single month. I've got to help 3 people change their life. I've got to help 3 people to achieve results and to lead a healthy, happy, fulfilling life. I always add in happy, because you guys, when you are living life, you're living life to the fullest. You are happy. When you are healthy, health is the only thing that money cannot buy. Like, you have to, like, work at it. You have to, like, do the things in order to become healthy. You can't just, like, oh, you know, I don't think I'll buy my health. You can't do that. You have to earn it. So you guys, a healthy, happy, fulfilling life. Like, oh my heavens, when I'm 80 years old, like, there was this picture. It was so crazy. There was this picture of these 2 80-year-old ladies, and this one was, like, hunched over, and she was in a wheelchair, and she was kind of all deformed, and she was just staring out her window. And it said, do you want to be like this when you're 80 or like this? And there was this lady. She was the same age. She looked like she was, like, 50, though. But she was out, and she was, like, with her grandkids and her great-grandkids, and it was just so awesome. She was, like, standing up straight, and she was walking, and I was like, oh, my heavens. I'm like, that's what I want to be. So, because all these people, like, the world is so crazy now. You can't even go into the grocery store without, like, where do they put all the big, huge candy bins? Right at the front. Like, I'm like, oh, my gosh. I'm like, we have to help. And you guys, so many people don't know. Like, it's so insane. Like, all they ever know is fast food, fast this, package that, process this. And I'm like, it really is so simple. And, like, it really is so simple and so basic. And I'm like, we need to teach these people how to do it so they can live those lives. I love the quote that says, if you do not take time to take care of yourself now, you will be forced to take time to take care of yourself later. And that means you're going to be forced to take time in doctor's offices with visits and appointments and medications. And it's like, oh, who wants to spend their life in the doctor's office? Not me. So I'm like, you guys, focus on you hitting Success Club, helping 3 people change their life every single month, helping at least 4 of your coaches. Now, right now, a lot of you guys probably are saying, you know, I don't have 4 coaches that are working. Doesn't matter. If you have 1 working coach, help them hit it, and then help 2, and then help 3. So just start right now where you are, and then just work towards that. Work towards that goal of helping 4 coaches per month, and then focus on bringing in at least 3 new coaches in per month. And you guys, that will help you hit elite. I was so coaches. I'm like, if you focus on you hitting Success Club, helping 4 coaches hit it, and then recruiting 3 to 5 coaches per month, that will keep you on track for elite. Bonnie Engel, you guys, she went from 2-star to 15-star in 1 year. And she was at NLC when I went last year, and just barely this last year in January. And she said, she told all the coaches, she says, listen, you guys, she says, last year, a year ago today, I was in your seat. I was sitting there. I was listening to all these top coaches present. And she says, I came away from NLC and I was like so overwhelmed because of all the information. But she says, I thought, okay, what were 3 of the top things that every single top coach hit on, every single training touched on, like corporate always hit on, like what were the 3 of the things? And she says, it was hitting Success Club is non-negotiable for me, helping my coaches hit it, and then recruiting no coaches every single month. And I'm like, she's like, that's what I did the whole entire year. And she's like, that's how I grew my business. Hit Success Club, help my coaches, and recruiting no coaches. And you guys, and I hate that word recruiting. It's an icky word. I hate it. So I always say, think of recruiting as rescuing people from themselves. Like these people need to be rescued. Like they don't know how. People think that it's super, super complicated to eat healthy, and it actually is really, really basic and really easy. People think they have to like be killing themselves in the gym and they have to go somewhere. You guys have little gyms at your homes. Like we have little gyms at our homes. It's awesome because it's so simple. It's so basic, super easy, not time consuming. We've got 22-minute hardcores. Like most of our workouts are a half an hour to 45 minutes. Everyone has like, they were saying like, it's a half an hour or an hour. It was like 4% of your day. I'm like, everyone has time for that. So you guys, it's getting people to like see the vision. And oh my heavens, I always tell coaches, I'm like, you guys, where would you be without Beachbody? And everyone says, I don't even want to think about that. So yes, you guys, so super excited to be working with all of you. That concludes New Diamond Training number 1. So your call to actions is create that vision board with those result-oriented goals and those action-oriented goals, and then print out the elite goal guide and start tracking. All right, start tracking because what you track goes whack. What you track, you can impact. So you guys, any questions before I let you go? Any questions at all? Yeah, Pam. I just unmuted you.
When is it due?
By next week.
Okay. And I have a conflict with next Monday.
Okay, no worries at all. Get with me and like we'll figure something out.
Okay.
Yeah, awesome, you guys.
Perfect.
Okay, all right, you guys. So excited to be working with you all. I'm so excited, you guys. You're helping people, and I love it. Like I help. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So, have any questions? Message me. I'm here to help you guys grow your business. I'm here to help you like advance and ranks and just grow and grow and grow. So I'm here to do all I can to help you guys. Okay. Okay. Have a good night. Thanks so much for taking time to be on. Okay. See you.
Thank you.
Bye.